This leads to the research ward, right? Right. What's the plan, Lloyd? Should we go in and get the staff statements? Let's hold off on anything like that. I think we ought to investigate where the incident took place first. Let's give the roof a quick sweep and see if we can't find any clues. Ruh-roh. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right? Yes, supposedly. Lighton was found collapsed in front of this bench. That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it? That's right, all of our doctors and residents do their work there. There's even a hidden room where some doctors go off to play EDF6. Do they perhaps form experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants used for research are grown. How interesting. Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out. Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thank you for showing us around. We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Okay guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry. That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities. That seems to be your favorite method of investigation. Well, let's get to it. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. All right. So we want to check out some stuff around the roof here. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with all that water below. If they really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. I don't know about that. This is quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the portico. If that's true, they would have had to be able to jump an entire floor upward. Not once, but twice. Either way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now. Lloyd, what about here? Looking at the terrain, it's definitely not impossible for this to be a point of entry, but even then, I still think it's too high up. Let's see if there's anything over here. It seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Probably not. Take a look at this. You think the monsters might have gotten in through here? Normally you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However... Bum, 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 bum. So you want to come in here and examine the picture? I do believe this picture. Though I think we already did that, but that's beside the point. Bum bum bum. They're still sleeping. Ba 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 ba. We're not loving it. Okay. How you doing? Bum 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 bum. Alright, we should probably climb up here and check, just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? You got it, pal. Alright. The top of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo. Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me. There's our lead. And that means... the probability that they gained entry through here is extremely high. Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. We should probably let the hospital know so they can stop them from coming in here again. Yes, I agree. So does this mean we're done with our investigation here? Yeah, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why were Leighton's wounds as light as they were? We have a lot to figure out. I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers. Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGS report, though. It should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city. We still need to thank her, too. Back to the nurse's station, then. I'm down with that. Nah. But before that, we can actually check these. The box's lid is coated in a thick dust. Wait a second. What's wrong? It's nothing. If they jumped up from over there should be paw prints or something on top of the box. But considering the dust is undisturbed, the boxes must not have been touched for a long time. Am I missing something here? Maybe it's just my imagination. And you want to check over here as well for bonus DP. What's this? At various spots on the handrail, there are signs of paint chipping. Lloyd, what is it? Find something? Not really. It's nothing important. These scratches look like they were made recently. Wah 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 wah. Do 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 do. Alright, now we want to head back to the nurse's station. And talk to Philia for an event. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. What the hell's going on here? You look absolutely exhausted, Dr. Belding. How about I prescribe you some of my new supplements? They're full of royal jelly. Straight from America Village, too, so their effectiveness is guaranteed. Thank you, but I'll pass. Your supplements are too effective. I'm afraid to imagine what would happen if I got hooked on them. Hooked on phonics style. I may help with the hospital rounds, but my primary focus is research and EDF. Regrettably, this ends up putting quite a strain on poor Dr. Beldine. I need Leighton to hurry up and recover already. All this work I have isn't going to do itself, so he better brace himself for a non-stop grind. I just finished dealing with a rather difficult patient's medical examination. Phew. I think I'll go treat myself to a nice black tea in the cafeteria. You do that, sir. Oh, do you have an appointment? Please take a seat if you've already checked in with the receptionist. Today marks my last day of treatment. I'm relieved it passed by in no time. Well, I managed to survive my first hospital visit. I was pretty on edge when I came in, but my checkup went by without a hitch. Yep, this place definitely gets my stamp of approval. Top-grade facilities, caring staff. I feel safe putting my health in their hands. He's gonna give them a good review online, didn't you know? Have you made any progress with your investigation officers? Don't tell me what to do, sir. With night fast approaching, outpatient care has finally started to slow down little by little. After what happened to Leighton, be sure to get home before it gets dark, alright? If you even start to tell me what to do, I will whip that ass. I'll do it, too. I don't give a crap. I don't think we came in here before. Resident Shallur. The doctors in our research ward studied the most cutting-edge medical treatments and technology around. In particular, the Biomedical Engineering Department, or the BED, the bed, researches the potential of orbital-powered equipment in modern hospitals day in and day out. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? Yes, it does. You're damn right it does, mucker father. She hasn't arrived yet, but we are lucky to have Chief Ursuline as the head of the Biomedical Engineering Department. Dr. Gailey. Surgery is a modern medical practice that has gradually grown in popularity over the past few years. I hear Dr. Gailey plays a lot of Elden Ring. That being said, it's still in its infancy. The public still hasn't opened up to the idea of going under the knife. That's a song. Bum 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 bum. ICU, an intensive care unit. Authorized personnel only. All entering are required to conform to sterilization protocol level 2 or higher. I'm guessing I don't have that. Bum bum bum. How you doing? Dr. Lago. Oh, we heard about him earlier. I was the one who told Leighton to write that lab report the day he was injured. But if I'd only known what it would lead to. I hear Dr. Lago plays a lot of Genshin Impact. Well, the rest of the residents are safe and sound, so I can find comfort in that. That's too bad. Bum 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 bum. Resident Gwen. At any rate, Leighton sure has a case of rotten luck. He finally finished writing up his lab report, only to get mauled by some monsters. I hear she plays a lot of FF14. I doubt he ever anticipated being hospitalized in the very place he studies, or that it'd be specifically because he was here. That's a shame. A damn shame. Public shaming. Alright, good times. Da-na-na-na. Granny, guess what? I rode the bus by myself for the first time ever. Her granddaughter finally showed up. Everybody's happy. It was a lot more exciting than when I'm with Mama and Papa. Oh, is that right? How wonderful, dear. Here, Dr. Gwenter gave me this hard candy earlier, but I'd love for you to have it. Yay, thank you, Granny. Aw, that's so sweet. Granny looks a lot better than I was expecting. I'm so glad. Good times. Ba-da-da-da-da. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. He must be out, or he'd pick up the phone. Where could he be? Believe it or not, he's not home. My granddaughter came to visit me all by herself. She even rode the bus alone. Oh, she sure makes this old heart happy. I'm told that my son and his family have been swamped lately. Honestly, I feel terrible for venting all my frustrations out on them. Yeah, well, you gotta do it on somebody. Oh, would you look at that? That old lady's granddaughter stopped by for a visit. Indeed. After complaining and complaining about how no one has come to see her like John, she finally got what she wanted. Good for her, I guess. I guess so. Things are looking up and such. How you doing? Oh, hello there, everyone. How's the investigation coming along? It's coming along, I guess. We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what was found, Miss Noose. I mean... Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said. Come again? I've heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. And now I understand why. You're so cute. Me? Cute? You're kind of a looker, I guess. Why are you blushing, Lloyd? My word, Lloyd. We're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy. I am not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things. What are you... Uh-oh. Haha, you know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here. Huh? Me? Mm-hmm. Lloyd's got his charm, but when it comes down to it, you've got him beat hands down. To celebrate our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy will be there, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends, too. Now, doesn't that sound like a good time? Oh, God. Wait a second here, Randy. It's definitely tempting. I like to let my hair down every so often. They just added a take there for some unknown reason. It makes no sense, but... I like to let my hair down every so often, so I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available. Hell yeah, call them up! How does Garant sound? That's my go-to bar in the city. He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his claims of being a ladies' man weren't all talk after all. We came here to report to Cecile. How did it end up like this? Wow, I gotta be the luckiest guy in Crossbell. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for. An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that? No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad, if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy. Oh, Randy. Blush. Oh, ain't too bad, Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face. Uh-oh. Somebody's about to get berated. Huh? Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Do you remember to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? You had one job. Oh, and this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Whoopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, Randy. Looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. Oh. You hate to see it happen, you really do. What? Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, I'm sure I'm angel enough for you, no? Of course. Let me just double-check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd. Tag in. Randy, please. I'm terribly sorry about him, ma'am. Well, what's done is done. So has your investigation yielded anything? Must be if you're here for Cecile. Yes, ma'am, we just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything. I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. And I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. Okay, how about this? Why don't you guys go to Cecile and give her your report in person? She should be visiting one of our patients in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Are we really allowed to go into a patient's room? We won't be interrupting? Of course not. The young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. I'm sure she'd love to have some visitors, so it'd be nice if you could say hello while you're there. Sure thing, we'd be happy to. So you want us to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, huh? That's right, thanks. I appreciate it. If you'll excuse me. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. So you can go back here and talk to Martha again, and I think it'll give a +10 for Tio's bond points. So that's cool. Oh, it's you guys. You can find Cecile in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Wait a minute, are you... Is something wrong? Can I help you? May I take your order? Oh, I knew it. It is you. Tio, right? You must be. Huh? You know Tio? It has been some time. Haha, I thought it was you. Oh my, look how you've grown. Such a beautiful young lady. I almost didn't recognize you. Hold on, why are you with these police officers? Well, a lot has happened since we last met. I apologize, but our work today has kept us rather busy, so... I will have to return another day for a proper visit. Oh, of course. You're right, dear. You can come back when you're not in such a rush. Anytime you like, okay? Alrighty then. I never forget a face after treating a patient, and yet I could hardly recognize you with how much you've changed, Tio. Come again, will you? I would love to sit down and chat if you have the chance. I hope Saron went and apologized to Mr. Gable. I swear that girl's so clumsy, she's just an accident waiting to happen. Kinda like Hasty Steven. The really scary thing about Martha is how sharp her hearing is. You never know when she's listening in, so we always have to watch what we say. Tio, have you been here before? Yes. 6 years ago, to be exact. I did not intend to keep it a secret from all of you. I apologize. There's no need to apologize, Tio. We all have things that are hard to talk about. I'm sure you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who doesn't. Indeed. But... Ellie? There's no need to look so sad. It'd be such a waste for that cute face of yours to stay hidden behind a frown. Indeed. Hey, each of us has led different lives and experienced a hell of a lot of things. On top of that, we've only known each other for a month. We all have such different backgrounds, interests, and outlooks. And despite all that, we're still able to come together and work as a team. Isn't that enough for now? Lloyd, Randy... You may be right. I was simply a bit uncomfortable discussing my past. That's a shame. Well, it wasn't my intention to waste valuable time. Should we find Cecile? We still need to give her our report. Right. Let's head to the 3rd floor. I think that's all the optional stuff that you can see. Other than just random dialogue, of course. If you're looking for that gorgeous nurse, she hasn't been around here for a while now. Make the seconds drag on that much longer. Hey guys, how'd the search go? Well, I'd say there are still several loose ends to tie up, but we managed to find evidence proving that the monsters were up there. Whoa, seriously? I guess it wasn't a dream after all. Ah, thank you. Just knowing that I'm not crazy is enough for me. Our pleasure, Leighton. Now, should we go report our findings to Cecile? Sounds like a plan. Yep, she's on the 3rd floor, right? Better not keep the lady waiting. Was it really just a dream? It felt way too real. Yeah, well... It's been dreadfully loud for a while now. Can't you pipe down already? Old man yells at Cloud style. Do-do-do-do-do. Miss Cecile went out on her way to check on me just now, even though I didn't call for her. I hope I can be as caring as she is someday. Freaking Michael. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. How you doing? I'm gonna go over here first, though. See if there's anything going on. That freaking linen room. One day we'll be able to go in there and it will be awesome. It'll happen, I promise. Oh. Damn it! Oh, well, whatever. Hey, Cecile. Oh, Lloyd. It's young girl, didn't you know? Resonating Heart, such a good song. The head nurse told us that you were working up here. But, aren't we interrupting? No, not at all. She has some plushies, a bunny and a penguin. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. The police officers of the CPD, Defenders of Justice. Not quite Defenders of Oasis, but it'll have to do for now. Defenders of Justice? I think you might be overselling us a bit, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean. McLean? We're glad to help, Shizuku. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Took a bit for that to set in, didn't it? You said McLean. That name definitely rings a few bells. I'm sure you've seen it in the papers plenty of times. You see, her father is none other than Arios McLean. Ba-ba! Seriously?
Falcom! Punch!
The Divine Blade of Wind. That guy's got a kid? Do you all know my father? Well, I guess you could say that. Sort of, kind of. He helped us out of a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since. Oh, is that so? I know my father can be a bit blunt sometimes. He also smokes blunts on occasion. But I hope he didn't do anything to offend you. No, definitely not. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to be better myself. He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he's a dependable man who truly cares about people. Or at least he pretends to be, either way. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Aw, Shizuku, you're always such a daddy's girl, aren't you? Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? Hug it out. But, Cecile, that's embarrassing. How'd you imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh? Agreed, it is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Uh-oh. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night. She did? Well, I remember the night Leighton was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books. She's blind, didn't you know? Then all of a sudden, I heard a scream. Really? What happened next? Well, I was curious as to what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. Uh-oh. That could mean several different things. Then after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound. Could also mean a few different things. Also like someone was jumping. And, that's all I remember. Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too? To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized I hadn't when Cecile told me what happened. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier. No, it's fine. Excusez-moi. We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, this statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof. Sure does. And that scream she heard must have been Leighton right before he fainted. Then those sounds afterwards could have been the wolves panting as they jumped on the boxes to escape. Oh, there was one other thing. Uh-oh. Though I might have just misheard it. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue. Okay. There was one more sound I thought I heard as all those other sounds were happening. It was kind of like a faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance. Whistling? Maybe it was some kind of specific noise these monsters make. Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I've only ever heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Probably will be. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer. Yes, of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay, I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, everyone. You can count on it, Shizuku. We'll definitely come visit again, okay? I bet we never will. Because we're rat bastages from hell. Cecile, that girl. Yes, she lost her eyesight in an accident several years ago. Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday. Oh, that's cool. Ignis style. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment, little by little. Well, that's good to hear. It must be very difficult for her. She's probably playing on hard mode, too. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she's quite lonely here. Yet, despite that, she always has a smile on her face. I'd really appreciate if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she'd like that, too. Of course, Cecile, we'd love to. She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same. Leave it to me, Cecile. I'll use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face. Thank you, everyone. Now back to business. I take it you figured something out, right? Mind filling me in? Bum 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 bum. So the monsters got in through here then. Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it. But the hospital should take some precautions for the time being. I agree. We'll have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away. Yeah, that should do the trick. You would need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon. Oh. Well, that was quick. That sure didn't take long. Good work today, guys. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free. Nothing to it. We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in. The American wolves and such. Hey now, if not for you, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. If you keep this up, then before too long, the SSS will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it. You really think so? She really does. Hell yeah, we will. Thank you for the kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. Heh, I'm glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off, let's meet up, okay? I'd like to go visit his grave together. Yeah, we should do that. Obviously referring to Guy. Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend. I told you it wasn't like that. Oh, and I didn't mean to leave out Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support. Ho! How many times do I need to tell you? Hey, if it'll make Cecile happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Well, I'd mind! I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone. We will. Thank you for everything. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, I think I'm in love. Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd. Lloyd's of London, even. I'm glad you think so, too. We may not be real siblings, but she's family, in my eyes. That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her? You certainly don't have the same last name, punk. Huh? I'm a little curious, too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother. What are you implying? Damn you, Lloyd. The whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her? Ah, I'd let her be my big sis any day. Please switch bodies with me. Come on, man. You know that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we dropped this whole pointless conversation and headed back to the city. It's already evening, and we still have to put together a report of today's investigation. He dodged the question. What a question, Dodger. I hate that guy. Yes, quite blatantly at that. Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too. Can you guys stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. I'm glad Granny is doing alright. She even gets to leave the hospital room. As soon as she can leave, I'll get Papa and Mama and we'll come take her home. Coolio. I think we just want to go check the bus stop now. The way the sunset reflects off of Lake Elm is gorgeous. I'm telling you, that sight is strong enough to make any stress disappear. Well, enough of that. It's time for me to start preparing for tonight's watch. Coolio. Alright, let us move on, shall we? How you doing, sir? Heading back already? If you're returning to Crossbell City, I recommend you wait at the bus stop right over there. No need to hurry, though. There will be more buses coming before the day ends. Oh, yeah? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! We're definitely loving it. Wait for the bus. Okay then, should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, one's supposed to come in 15 minutes. That's modern conveniences for you. And they got him counting all the way till 11 p.m.? The fare is really cheap, too. I recall that the city is managing the buses, given the pricing and schedule. I can only wonder if they make a profit, though. You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossbell State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough Mira to fund the service. I would think so. That makes sense. Being able to visit the hospital this easily is definitely something to be thankful for. Indeed. There's another line! Always a damn line. People trying to get on the bus. At least this bus doesn't fart, like the one in Vigilante 8. So that's something to be happy about. We're on a bus. I'm on a bus. I can't complain. Well, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Shut up, man! We're on the busarino. What a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is beautiful indeed. Almost overwhelmingly so. Phew, after a day packed with walking around, this bus feels like a gift from Edios. Man, imagine if we got our hands on our own car. That would be awesome. Wouldn't it, though? Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the investigative divisions use them, though. If I recall correctly, I believe that each 1st Division detective has a private car prepared for them. Seriously? I understand special treatment, but that just seems excessive. It's time like this that it really sucks to be the misfits. Well, it's no use wishing for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think? Don't you think? Don't you think? Though I am hesitant to agree, I can't deny it. I take it we will not be conducting any further investigations today, correct? Yeah, we can make our way to Mainz tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, as they say. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Roger. Roger's not in this game, damn it! I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting. You got that right, but man, it was all worth it to meet an angel like Cecile. Alright, next time I'm gonna get her to hit the clubs with me. Uh-huh. You're persistent, Randy, I'll give you that. Indeed. He never quits like Vegastar. Not ever. Bus style. Everybody likes the bus. There's a wolfity wolf! By God. Maybe that wolf is the final boss. You never know. It could happen. Lloyd and the others returned to the SSS that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigation. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed and organized for Sergei's convenience. And before they knew it, the clock had struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms, exhausted, and fell asleep. Which completes Chapter 1, Day 1. Mucker futhers. Wait, guy. Another flashback. What do you mean you're gonna go on a trip? Where are you even going? The Principality of Remophiria. Oh, wonder if we get to go there. That'll be cool. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks, depending on how things go. No, I get that, but... You're a CPT detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to leave Crossbell for that long? Aw, what's with the long face? Are you that sad your big brother's going away for a bit? Poor little Lloyd. Are you going to be lonely here by yourself? Nuh-uh, I'm perfectly fine on my own. Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care. Whoa, relax, I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Rumaferia for fun. This is a top-secret job, Lloyd. Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about? Huh, I knew you were going to ask that. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home. Huh? The girl and I are escaping to Rumaferia, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you? Okay, no more joking around. I asked the neighbors to look after you while I'm away. Make sure you get dinner and all that. Breakfast and lunch are your job, though. Adrian style. I'm not a kid. I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's beside the point. Cute little girl? Just what exactly are you trying to pull, guy? What are you going to do if Cecile finds out about all this? Huh? What does Cecile have to do with any of this? What is she... You're impossible. What could she possibly see in this massive idiot? No, you're not. You're third, you idiot. For your information, I've already discussed this with her. What? Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. Everybody likes police work, except for Newfie. And the girl's only years old, you know. There's the Orbital car. Dream? I haven't thought about that in forever. I must have been around 12 when that happened. Or was it 13? And if I remember correctly, after that... Uh-oh. If it's John, I swear. Lloyd speaking. Good, you're up. Have you finished that report yet? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is all written up. Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests. Uh-oh. Not guests. Anything but guests. Excuse us, sir. Oh, it's these two. Deputy Commander Bales? Man, how did I know? Good morning, you four. Morning, everyone. It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. We thought our guest might be you. She just happened to drop by. Apparently, she wants to hear about how your investigation is going. Yeah, of course, but isn't this on pretty short notice? We still haven't been able to investigate Maines yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed. What do you mean? Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Maines. However, this morning, it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal. What the beep? You're withdrawing the guardsmen? But it has only been 3 days since the last monster sighting. Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week. But the order came directly from the CGF commander, which, for the love of God, better not be Keith. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste? Sounds like a dick. I never liked that spineless kiss-ass. You know him? Oh yeah, when I was serving at Bellegarde Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's top dog of the Guardian Force and buddy-buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more a fan of whining and dining rather than actually doing his job. So the rumors are true after all. However, wouldn't the CGF pull out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the attacks cover too wide of an area. As Deputy Commander of the Crossbill Guardian Force, I can't turn a blind eye to this. The problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters after 3 weeks of investigating. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbell, the actual damages weren't all that serious. Serious so delirious. With that as a pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately. So that's how it happened. Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Seeker. She's young, but extremely skilled in both combat and operating orbital vehicles. She serves as my aide-de-camp. Yeah. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet all of you. We've heard of her. She's another Seeker. Like Fran. It's nice to meet you, too. Hold on. You said your last name was Seeker? By any chance, are you related to Fran, one of the CPD receptionists? I am. Fran's my little sister. What a small world. I'm glad to know she has such dependable co-workers at the CPD. I'd say she's the dependable one. She's really helped us out a lot already. Huh. So you're that Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guard who's become Tangram's shining beacon of hope. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Randy. The Belgard forces have a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories. Heh, guess my reputation precedes me. What kind of stories are we talking about? Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume. You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too if I were in their shoes. I'll politely ask for you to leave things at that, Orlando. Ooh. So as you may be able to tell, we found ourselves in a problematic situation. I think now your investigation may be our only chance of making it through this. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out. Of course. Because a horse is a horse, of course, of course. We were about to submit our report to the chief anyway, so we can brief you as well since you're here. Bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. How you doing? That's that then. Well, Sonya, what do you think of my rookies? They've exceeded my expectations. The Legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all this, Seeker? Honestly, I'm surprised. I guess a trained detective is just able to spot things we couldn't. It's more than simply their observation, Seeker. It's their entire deductive process. Very well. It's decided then. I'll entrust the rest of the main's investigation to the special support section. With you four heading the operation, perhaps new unexpected leads may come to light. I'm sure they will. Understood. We'll continue our investigation as planned. Doesn't this mean we'll be going against the CGF commander's orders, though? Well, the orders I was given didn't specify to have you abandon the case as well. And if you happen to uncover a solid lead, it would give us more than enough reason to involve ourselves once more. There you go. So I trust you have no objections, yes? Not at all, ma'am. Heh, very clever, Deputy Commander. Just so you know, it seemed as if the monsters were able to predict our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you may even be able to catch them unaware. At least that's what I hope. Hopefully. Got it. Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to Maine's ASAP. Oh, we got stuff to do before that, I'm sure. Yes, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my office at Tangram Gate. Sergei, would you mind saving our other conversations for another day? No complaints here. Be careful out there, you got it? Don't go pushing your luck. You're one to talk. Seeker, let's go. Yes, ma'am. I'll be taking my leave. Well, that was something. She sure is a busy woman. Yes, she is. Apparently she oversaw the entire withdrawal of her troops from Mainz early this morning. A real shame she's at the mercy of that incompetent sleazebag boss of hers. Not only that, she's got to keep a constant eye on the Calvardian border. Basically, she's always drawing the short end of the stick. Indeed. I can only imagine. By the way, have you known the deputy commander for a while? The two of you did seem quite comfortable with each other. Come to think of it, Deputy Commander Bales was the first one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship are you hiding from us, boss? Calm down, she's just an old friend. He lit a cigarette. More importantly, it's clear to me that your investigation yesterday really put you guys through the ringer. You still gotta head to Mainz, but don't tell me you're planning to hike all the way there on foot again. Definitely not. Yesterday just had some, unique circumstances. We intend to take the bus today whenever possible. Yeah, we never have a good track record of doing that. Oh, is that right? Heh, and here I thought you were following the Bracers example. The Bracers example? Yeah, what are you talking about? Bum 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 bum. It's kind of their whole initiation thing. They have junior bracers tour the surrounding area on foot. It's true. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get the lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 stone. That does seem pretty effective. It's the way of the bracer. Ah, that makes sense. No wonder they're so good at what they do. Perhaps that is what Estelle and Joshua were doing when we met them yesterday. So they've already started their tour of Crossbell then. How diligent of them. Heh, those two have got an impressive amount of experience under their belts. Obviously. I've even heard they were a big part of the effort to fix that whole fiasco that happened in Liberl last year. The Liberl incident? That was when Orbital Power suddenly shut down all across the country. For real? That sounds pretty serious. If they're really that skilled, then it makes sense they were able to wipe out those monsters so easily. You have no idea. Here in Crossbell, they're no more than rookies, just like you. They might just surpass you before you know it, though, so keep at it and try not to let them get too far ahead. If you take too long on this case, you can bet that guild's gonna swoop in. We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. Let's head to Mainz as soon as we're ready. Sound like a plan? If we leave through the north exit, the bus stop should be right ahead. Let's resupply and double-check our gear while we're here. I also advise checking the terminal before we leave. Well, guess we better get going. Indeed. Estelle and Joshua Bright, eh? They seem to have quite the history, those two. Drunk history, even. Remember, if you don't work quickly, the guild is bound to get involved. And if that doesn't sound appealing, you'll just have to work harder. Is he trying to encourage us? I can't quite tell. I don't know about that, man. Bum bum bum. Nothing to report. Because we still gotta cash that one quest in. Hopefully we can still do that. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Okay, good. Alrighty then. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. We waited for a while, but the bus never showed up. Let's proceed on foot and see if we can find out what happened to it. We found the bus stopped on the road. Monsters appeared, but we were able to take them down. According to the driver, the orbital engine broke down. More monsters appeared and took us by surprise, but we were saved by the bracers, Estelle and Joshua. The two of them said they could handle things. So we left the bus to them and continued on. At the hospital now. Let's check the front desk. Apparently, the victim was attacked on the hospital roof. Cecile will take us to see the victim. Let's go to the hospital's second floor and see what he can tell us. Lighton remembers hearing a monster cry and seeing a vague silhouette, but not much more than that. It's hard to think he was attacked elsewhere and then moved to the roof. Let's search the rooftop terrace for more clues. The southwest side of the terrace. Considering the height and the water below, it should be impossible for a monster to jump up here. Above the front entrance, there is a portico, but it's probably too high for a monster to jump up here. The northeast side of the terrace. It is a potential infiltration route, but it may be a bit too much of a jump. You know, unless you're Mario. The walkway. It's wide open, but it's unlikely a monster could get up this way without wings. The clothes drying platform. At this height, a monster might be able to jump up here. We should check below. We found some paw prints on wooden boxes. They appear to be wolf-like. It's possible they came from the bushes to the north, and the bushes baked beans, and used the boxes to jump on the terrace. There are still some mysteries remaining, but let's report our findings to Syl at the nurse's station for now. We did not find paw prints on the wooden boxes near the bushes to the north. If they jumped up here from that direction, there should have been some evidence of it. Found scratches on the handrail on the west side of the roof. They seem to be fresh. What could this mean? We were told that Cecile is in the farthest room on the hospital's third floor. We decided to go visit her. We found Cecile in a room with a little girl named Shizuku. Apparently she's Arios' daughter. Shizuku says she heard a scream, a sound of monsters breathing, and a faint whistling sort of sound. It's getting late. Let's head back to the city. Part 2, Officer Lloyd Bannings. Deputy Commander Bales came by the SSS building this morning. Given that the monsters had not been identified and damages had not been that significant, she was ordered by the commander to withdraw the CGF from Mainz this morning. We presented to her the evidence we gathered yesterday. She told us to continue looking into things, so we decided to head out to Mainz to investigate there. She told us the CGF could be redeployed if we ID the monsters. Mainz is a mining village, northwest of the city. Let's go to the bus stop at the north exit, north of the residential district. Let's also check for support requests before we go. Which we're gonna do next time. So I think we're gonna call it a stream here. Over 24 hours of gameplay, ladies and gentlemen, of this self-imposed jury. So, thanks everyone for stopping by. And I shall see you all next time. That's it.